Good morning, good morning to you. Hey, good morning to you. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Grand rising, rich rising, happy new day to each and every one of you guys. That's a whole lot better. Y'all was over there fuzzy. I had to get the fuzzy off of y'all real quick. Good morning, grand rising, rich rising, happy new day to each and every one of you guys. I am hoping and praying that you guys have the energy that I got this morning. I just want y'all to have the energy that I got this morning because it's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day. Let's just say that. It's a beautiful day to have a beautiful, beautiful day on today, man. God is absolutely amazing. So can we just give it up for God this morning? Let's just give it up for God this morning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just double tap on the screen if you are excited about being here this morning, excited about being able to experience a brand new day. If God is just doing something in your life right now, even if you don't see it in the physical just yet, but you know that that thing is on the way to you, double tap on my screen. Let's get some love going. Double tap on the screen. Mandy Williams, good morning to you. Y'all let me know where you're viewing me from as well. What's going on? We got, hey there, Heather Smith. Then got over there tapping in already. Jacqueline, what's going on with you over there? Danielle. I got somebody over here already blessing me up. Oh, that's Danielle. Thank you so much. Thank you, my girl, Takesha. What's up, Takesha Hodges? How you doing this morning? How you doing this morning? Y'all coming in already double tapping on the screen. They ain't wasting no time over there on Facebook. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, Tasha, I appreciate you. Shay, I appreciate you. I see the love already coming. Double tap on that screen if you guys have been enjoying this series that's about to be This is about to be a 10-week series, man. This is a whole course. We didn't mess around and taught a whole course over here. So if you are just appreciative this morning, if you are appreciative of everything that you have been learning, that you have been getting this past 9, almost 10 weeks, right, of just learning and growing and evolving new information being broken down to you right here on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. If you've been thoroughly enjoying your time, your praise and your worship with us over here, double tap on my screen. She said, I'm from New York. Okay, New York. Okay, New York is in there. Thank you so much, Crystal Love. Appreciate you. Friends say I'm from Columbia. Okay, so the Met is checking in. I got some North Carolina checking in as well. Who else is up in here? Miss Driver. Thank you so much. Got that badge coming from Miss Driver. Okay. Hey, let's go, New York. Appreciate you, Benny Simpson. What's up, baby sis? Appreciate you, Kira. Appreciate that CA. Already she getting us started right quick. Where y'all at, man? Double tap on the screen. Double tap. Yes, it's a great day to have a great day. Y'all know we were talking yesterday, and when we got into it yesterday, we just going into being spiritually focused, right? The importance of being spiritually focused, the importance of being locked in, the importance of acknowledging. What's up, Christina? Acknowledging the changes, the shifts that's happening inside of your life, right? The changes or the shifts that's taking place in your life. I am Jennifer 3. Appreciate you so much for that badge, love. Good morning to you, right? So that's what we've been on. And I'm like, hey, look, because you have to know these things, because what I don't want to happen is I don't want you to be out here experiencing something and then become afraid of what it is that you're experiencing, right? You get afraid of what you're experiencing, and whenever we don't know what's next, we go back to that X, right? Whenever we don't know what is next, we as a people, we tend to go back to the X, that X life, that X job, that X church, that X situationship. If we don't know what's next, we tend to run back to that X. We go back to that thing that is comfortable to us, and now we fully understand. What's up, Doris Bailey in Columbia, South Carolina? What's the problem with that though is whenever we're over there sitting in comfort, we now understand that that comfort zone is nothing but self-sabotagement in disguise. There's no growth there. There's no development there. There's no, it's nothing but complacency, right? That's not going to benefit you. So we had to learn that we have to be able to step out in what? Faith, right? Talked about that yesterday, the importance of stepping out in faith. And every time that you step out in faith, what did I tell you guys yesterday? Every step that you take in faith is a step closer to God. Thank y'all so much, man. Y'all are sending some love over here. Appreciate you so much. Is it Vita? Vita, appreciate you. Thank you so much, Miss Kendall. Kendall, for that badge. I appreciate y'all. Y'all ain't wasting no time on IG and Facebook today. Y'all like, we up this morning, coach. We up this morning. We got you covered. Good morning. Thank you so much, Gigi. What you say? Every single time that you take a step out in faith, every time. So doesn't that change the way that you step now? You know what I mean? This is what we taught yesterday, right? Every time that you take a step out and you take a step out in faith, you're taking a step closer to God. Don't that change? Just sit in there for a second while Coach talking to you. Sit in there while I'm talking to you. Don't that now change the way that you take steps? Don't it make you look at that a little? That makes it look at it different now, right? When you're taking them steps and you're like, man, if you allow fear, right? If you allow fear, Lily said that's confirmation, coach. I'm telling you, if you allow fear to become your step, then you will never step. You will never take a step because fear will keep you stuck. Right? It'll have you paralyzed right there in that very spot that you're in. You will never take a step. But if you're operating in faith, when you step out in faith, you're saying fear does not have any control over me. You're saying anxiety don't have no control over me. You're saying insecurities have no control over me. Every single time that you step out and you step out in faith, you're stepping out and you're becoming one step closer to God. Oh yeah, that'll make you try something now. Yeah, some of y'all like, oh, wait a minute, y'all. Yeah, that's gonna make you try it now. You were like, I don't know if I was gonna try it. Now you're gonna try it, ain't it? Yeah, I don't blame you. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Like, wait a minute, you done changed the way that I did it. Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, I was a little bit nervous, but now you talking how I need it. You talking how I need it right now. That's what I needed to know right there. That's what I'm here for, right? I want you to shift your perspective. I want you to shift your perspective. I want you to listen. And when you show up on Monday through Friday in the mornings, I want you to show up with a heart that is already soft, already tilled, and all you need is the seeds to be planted. All you need is the word seeds to be dropped into your spirit, right? And if the ground of your heart is already soft, then all it's going to do is let those seeds go in there and take root, right? So that they can start to grow and evolve in your life. These lives is to shift your perspective. These lives is to motivate you, to give you the inspiration that you need, that extra push that you need to get out and create the very best version of yourself. This is why we do what we do, right? This is why we show up here. Thank you so much, Lily. This is what this is really and truly all about. Influencing you to create the very best version of yourself. Influencing you, right? Influencing you, encouraging you, right? To get out and try something new, right? To take a chance on you, to love you, to pour into you, to prioritize you. This is what I do. And I appreciate you guys giving me your ear this morning. So let's get into this word. Y'all ready to get into this word? Where y'all at? Y'all got 5.4. Get us up to 10K. We almost at that goal. We need 4 more badges to be at our 10 badge goal. 4 more badges to be at our 10 badge goal. Man, y'all got 440 already over here on Facebook. So y'all got y'all starting goal. Y'all double tap on the screen real quick. Can we be real? Thank you so much, Diamond. I appreciate that love coming over there. Yeah. So what we talked about on yesterday, while y'all double tapping and they reaching their 10K goal over here on TikTok, I'm going to go over what we was over on yesterday, guys. Thank you so much, Krista. I appreciate that, CA, sweetheart. Thank you. It says spiritual awakening is becoming more aware of our faith and our relationship with God. That was note number 1. It says spiritual awakening is becoming more aware of our faith and our relationship with God. Number 2, it is a beautiful journey where we discover deeper truths about ourselves and our purpose, right? Our purpose and our connection to the divine, right? And I told you over there, I wanted you guys to highlight the deeper truths about ourselves and purpose and our connection to the divine. Why? Because I was telling you guys on on yesterday that a lot of times we have people that say, I don't know my purpose, I don't know my purpose, I don't know my purpose. And that's because purpose is not something that you do intentionally, right? You don't intentionally be operating in your purpose, right? That if you're doing something and you're doing something that you've been doing, you're operating in your preference. Your purpose is something that you stumbled upon, right? You stumbled upon, you just started doing it. And when you started doing it, you fell in love with doing it not because you were good at it, right? Hear me when I say this, yeah, because that's gonna blow some people's minds. Not because you were good at it, right? Your purpose is not what you do that you're good at. Your preference is something that you do, you choose to do, and you do it because you're good at it. So you prefer to do it because you're good at it, and it comes easy for you. Your preference is always going to be challenging for you. Your purpose is always going to be something that is challenging for you. Your purpose is always going to be something that you ain't see yourself doing. Your purpose is always going to be that thing where you feel like, I didn't even know I was good at it, right? But just right there where you are, you do it because it feels good. Not because you do it and it's perfect. You do it because it feels good. It's like whenever I do that, I feel good. I feel full. I feel refreshed. And then all of a sudden, the people around you, they have that same feeling of just being refilled and being refreshed through what it is that you're doing. Your purpose is always going to produce service, right? So make sure that's in your notes. You have to have that lined up in your notes. That's from yesterday. So your purpose is always going to produce service. Your purpose is always going to produce service. Almost every story that we have in the Bible that we've learned about, right? We never knew. These people never even knew what they was going to do until they did it. Right? They never even knew how strong they were, how powerful they were, what they were called to do. They didn't know nothing about their life until they was actually in their life. This is how we know that purpose is not intentional. It's what you stumble upon. Purpose is something that is God-given. Understand me. Purpose is something that is beyond the human understanding. You end up doing it and didn't even know why you was doing it. It was never a part of you actually doing that. It was just something that you just did one day, and then you keep doing exactly. You never really knew, right? You never really knew what you was going to be doing. The next thing in that it says, we should be ready to embrace the changes and the transformation that God wishes to bring to us. One of the things that I was telling y'all yesterday is we have to always be ready. And we as a people, sometimes we do not be ready. God is ready to move you to your next level. God is ready to do another thing in your life. And I'm going to do this real quick. Yeah, for whoever it is in the chat where God has been giving you something and giving you something and giving you something and showing you in your life that it's time for you to advance, that it's time for you to move forward, that it's time for you to step out on faith and really go and get it done. Then yeah, this is for you real quick. I need for you to understand that you have to be ready to move when God is pulling you, when he's tugging at your heart, when he's laying it on you and saying, hey, look, it's time to do something different, baby. I know you love it here. I know you're comfortable here. I know, but you've gotten too comfortable. You've gotten too complacent in this spot. It's time for you to advance. It's time for you to do more. It's time for you to have more in your life. If you're the person that sits back and you looking at your life and you saying, I'm supposed to be so much further than this. I'm supposed to have so much more than this. Ain't no way in the world that I've been doing this long and it ain't doing this for me and it ain't doing that to me and it ain't giving up this, it ain't giving up that. I want you to know that. I want you to know and fully understand. This is the thing, right? You have to be willing to move forward, right? You can't expect that thing to move forward without you moving forward. Mentally, you have to be prepared to move forward. Physically, you have to be prepared to move forward. Spiritually, you have to be prepared to move forward. A lot of times the problem be, we say that we want more, but we're not willing to do the requirements to actually obtain that more. We say that we want more, we want to have more, we want to do this more and that more, but we have no action plan of how we're going to obtain that more. That's for you this morning. What's your plan? What's your action plan to be able to obtain that more that you say that you want? What's stopping you from going to that next level even in a spiritual sense, because some of you guys is not even, some of you guys is not even in the physical, it's in the spiritual, right? And God is saying on this morning that I'm ready for you to move up, right? Yeah, you've got that part down pat. Now, I need for you to give me the rest of you. You've given me, you've given me this part of you, but now I need the rest of you, because what I'm going to do in your life is going to require all of you, right? You give me a smooth 2/3, and I can't do what I'm gonna do in your life with just a 2/3, right? I can't do what I'm gonna do how I need to do it in your life with just 2/3. I need for you to be able to and willing to surrender it all. Everybody that he used I just want to say that to you. Take it and do whatever it is that you need to do. But I do now understand exactly why devotion went the way that it went this morning. And I did not know that this was going to be the message, but now I understand exactly why devotion went the way that it went on this morning, right? Because you have to be willing to surrender it all. You have to be willing to release it all. You have to be willing to cast every single care, every single anxiety, every single insecurity, every single piece of fear, every single piece of care, whatever it is, you have to be willing to surrender it to him. He says, hey, look, you're giving me this and you'll give me this to work on, but then you'll be holding on to that. And then you're trying to figure out why you're not growing how you're supposed to be growing, because you still got weight over there on you. You still got weight on you. I'm telling you to give me all of it. You're giving me a portion of it, and then you over there wrecking your brain trying to figure out the other portion. I didn't tell you I needed your help. I said I just needed you to throw it. That's it. Cast it. That's all I asked you to do. You over there trying to hold on what I'm telling you to let go of. And then wondering why you're not living the life that you are deserving of. Wondering why you're not growing how you feel like you need to be growing. Wondering why you still feel stuck. You still feel stagnant. You still feel like you've hit a plateau. It's like, wait a minute, you ain't plateaued. It's so much more that you got to learn. It's so much stuff more that you need to know. It's so many things that you learned when you were younger or you learned last year that you still need to be focusing on. You still need to be working on. And to be honest, you still need somebody right there that's holding you accountable for it. It's still right there. But you're so distracted with this, and this, that you're not paying attention to it. Come on, man. It says, where you want to go and what you want to do in this life, 2/3 ain't enough. Somebody just put it here, just put it in my chat. What you say, 2/3 ain't enough? In my chat, just put 2/3 ain't enough. Yeah, 2/3 won't be enough for this season. We almost in a quarter. We almost in a quarter three, half of the year. How you walk out of this year is gonna be all left up to you. 2/3 is not gonna be enough. Yeah, I know you thought that was I know you thought that, but 2/3 ain't gonna be enough. I need it in my IG chat. I need to make sure that there you go. Thank you, Miss Driver. Put it in there. Facebook chat. Put it in the Facebook chat. 2/3 will not be enough. Understand me. He's like, I need 100%. If you want 100%, yeah. If you asking me to flip it, I need all of it. If you asking me to flip it, if you're from the street, then you know what I mean when I say that. If you need me to flip that, and in some cities, in some states, they might say turn it. If you need me to flip it, or you need me to turn it, right? Or if you're trying to get a gain off of that, I'm going to need 100%. Hello? I'm going to need you trying to yield, ain't it? You ain't yielding nothing if you ain't putting nothing. I need 100%. Oh, baby, I'm from the South. We say flip it, baby. Yeah, we flip it. You want me to flip it? You give me that 100, I can give you 3 back. But it's all, you give me 150, I'm going to give you 3 back, okay? You give me 500, I'm going to give you 1,000, okay? But you got to be willing to give something, right? You have to be willing to participate. You have to be willing to put something in to it. And God is saying, if you give me 100%, then I'm going to give you 100% return on that. Understand that I'm going to double that right there. We deal with a God that operates in multiplication. Understand me. What you give me, I'm going to run that over. What you give me, I'm going to create overflow. What you give me, understand me, I'm going to rain down on it. That's just his type of talk. And I'm telling you, the only person that's shorting you is you. The only person, come on, hear me this morning. The only person that's shorting you is you. When you don't do what you're supposed to do, if you don't be committed like how you should be committed, if you don't do the work that you really need to do in order for you to obtain that life, to live that life that you really want to live, then baby, it's nobody that's stopping you. That's nobody slowing you up. That's nobody preventing you from being able to be your best self but you. It's the excuses that you're making within yourself, the internal dialogue, the negativity that you have within yourself. If you want to grow, if you want to evolve, if you want to live your very best life, you have got to stop making excuses and start creating some results in your life. You have got to stop with the negative internal dialogue. You have to shut out all the noise. You have to be willing to navigate through all of the negativity, all of the pain, all of the inconsistencies. You have to be so locked in on this journey, right? So locked in that you can see what's going on, you can understand what's going on, but you don't let what's going on around you consume you. Understand me? You start to operate like I told the chosen family before. Yo, you have to operate like you in that boat. Yeah. You have to operate like you in that boat. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. All quarter 3, all quarter 4, I'm in the boat. All quarter 3, all quarter 4, I'm in the boat. I'm in the boat. I'm in the boat. Yeah, I'm in the boat. And what goes on? I'm in the boat. I'm in the boat. We already know about this. Y'all got that in y'all notes. Y'all should have that in your notes already. I got some new people, chosen family, so we gonna show them the boat. I know y'all know about the boat, but we gonna show them the boat real quick. I'm in the boat. You know, when I go to this board, you know what time it is when I go to this board. Don't nobody say nothing about my boat. This your boat. This the boat. Look at Heather Smith, she already excited. Give me a second to drive the boat. To draw the boat. Let me draw the boat. You can tell my people don't know how to come up here and act right. They be like, oh, y'all let these new people learn something. Y'all ain't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Them folk love to learn something now. I'm telling you. These people, boy, I tell you I love my folk. This the boat right here, y'all. This the boat right here. This the boat. And this is you. This is you inside your boat. This is you inside your boat. All this right here, this water. This the wind, the waves. This is everything that got to do with life. That's the boat, and that right there, this right here, this the water. This the water right here. I'm gonna put some airs out there. Yeah, we gonna put that up there. I was gonna draw some little air, but we got the water. Everything right here, this life. This is life, and this is the things that you have absolutely no control over. You ain't got no control over how this water get out here and how these waves behave out here in this water, right? This water gonna be this water, and it's gonna be hitting the sides of your boat. You see how it's coming at it? That water gonna be hitting the sides of your boat. It's gonna be rocking up and down the sides of your boat. It's gonna be doing all of that, right? But you determine what you let inside of your boat. And in quarter 3, this half of this year, I refuse to allow anything that's on the outside, any of this water, to get inside of my boat. The only way that it's going to get inside of your boat is if you let it inside of your boat. Everything out here, that's this world. That's the troubles of this world. Everything out here, this water and everything, that's family issues, friends issues, that's past trauma, past pain. That's the stuff you see on social media, on the news, all of that stuff right there. That's the water outside your boat. Understand me? Your comfort is right here inside your boat. Well, why do we find comfort inside of our boat? Because this boat right here, this boat is a representation of us being comfortably placed in the hands of the Most High. My boat is a representation of me being placed in the hands of the Most High. So baby, I'm resting. I'm resting right here. I'm resting right here. Danica Rose, I appreciate you. Dakita, I appreciate you, CA. Oh yeah, hold on. What'd you say? Yeah, everything on the outside of that boat, that's this world. Everything that's on the outside of that boat, right? Everything that's on the outside of that boat is the world and the stuff that goes on in the world, right? As long as I'm inside of my boat, pay attention to what I'm saying to you. As long as you're inside your boat, you're resting in the hands, the palm palm of the Most High God. Now, for 1 second, chosen family, think in your mind real quick, right? In your mind, if you're in a boat and the boat is representing you being in the hands of the Most High, this is why you should find what? Safety inside of your boat. You should find safety inside of your boat because the person who controls the winds and the waves is also who? The person that's holding you. If you were sitting in his hands, right? If you're sitting, come on, Lily. Come on. Y'all got to sit down. I know. Hey. We going to act right. We going to act right this morning. But the thing about it is, think about it. Look at Chantel. Good morning to y'all, man. Facebook, I love y'all. Yeah, double tap on the screen. Can we be real about it? Just think about it. You're sitting in the palm of the hands, understand me, of the person that controls the winds and the waves. Understand me. So if your boat is a representation, sit down, Amanda. Sit down. Don't act like that. We ain't even all the way into this thing yet. Understand me. So if you're sitting in the palm of the hands, right, of the person that controls the waves, then why are you afraid of the wave? Come on, Tony. We have to make that make sense, right? If you are in the palm of the hands of the person that controls the winds and the waves, right? Come on, blessed queen. Let's talk about it. Then how is it that you are afraid of the waves when the person that whose hands you sitting in, he controls the winds and the waves. And the only way that those waves will even touch you, the only way that anything from the outside of that will get inside of your boat is if you let it in. Hey. What you say, coach? You gotta be willing to let it in. Okay. Yeah. So wait a minute. I ain't do this and I ain't do that. And I'm still going through this and I'm still going through that. Yeah, you're going through what you're going through, not because God wants to take you through something. You're going through what you're going through, right? Sometimes it's because of what it is that you done. And then sometimes it's because of what it is somebody else done to you, right? So sometimes what we have to pay attention to is some stuff is in fact inherited pain, right? Some stuff is inherited pain. You were born into this, and you ain't had nothing to do with what just happened to you. This is something that you were born into, right? And so when you're in that situation, I teach you guys what? You have to operate like how David operated when he was in the palace. When you're in those situations and you were born into it, God is teaching you in that moment. You can either be like them, the people that you were born into, the family you was born into, the community you grew up in, or you can break that generational curse. You can see it and see exactly what you don't want to be. You can see it and see exactly what you don't want to do. You can see it and see and say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to live that way. This is how this works. So some things you are born into, and everything is learning though. You don't see it until you get old enough to see it and fully understand it, right? So you think in the very beginning of your life that God is punishing you. Because if you're such a good God, why in the world would you let this happen to me? If you're such a good God, then why in the world would you put me into this situation? And then we start to get angry with God, or we start to lose faith in God because we're experiencing things that we feel like we really and truly don't deserve. We're experiencing things that we feel like this is so unfair. And what you don't understand is when we're going through different trials and tribulations in life, it's never God punishing us, right? What we're doing is he's presenting to you, this is what you're dealing with. You see life without me, right? Now, all I need you to do is pick me. If you choose me, then I can bring you out of everything it is that you're doing right now. What you're dealing with is surrogate pain, surrogate trauma, surrogate heartache. What you're going through is what you were born into, right? And then as you continue to grow and develop a conscious, oh my God, whoa. We have to know this morning. Wait a minute. And as you, because I'm supposed to be talking about spiritual awakening, but wait a minute. Listen. So now, as you continue to grow and evolve in Christ, and you learn the difference between right and wrong, how long you actually stay in that is all up to you. Because the moment that you were able to decide the difference between right and wrong, and you develop that conscious, you could have ended that a long time ago. But instead, you continue that generational curse. You continue to behave just like how they behave, to speak like how they speak, to do exactly what it was that they do. Understand me? So until you rid that about your spirit, that which you carry, you will continue to live in. Come on. that thing that you carry, what you carry is what you will continue to live in. You will continue to live in it. Understand me. As long as you carry that inside of you, you will continue to produce more of that inside of your life. You are not responsible for the pain. I get that. That was something that was given to you. But you are responsible for your healing. You are responsible for your development. You are responsible for breaking that cycle. And we serve a God that is not a wheel-breaking God. So he's going to always give you a divine right of choice. So even though you may feel like what you're going through right now is not fair and it's not deserving and this should have never happened to you, what I'm teaching you on this morning is this right here. I understand it, but nobody ever told you that it was going to be fair. Nobody ever told you that it was going to be fair. Nobody ever told you that it was going to be easy. Nobody ever told you that it was going to be a cakewalk. Nobody ever said that. The only person that thought that was you. You made that up in your own mind. That's not what it said. So dismantle the thinking that once you get with Christ, it's going to be a cakewalk, that everybody's going to accept you, that everybody's going to love you, that everybody's going to be on board with you. That's not how this journey is, right? And I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you and make it seem like to you that it's going to be an easy journey. It's going to come with a lot of goodbyes. It's going to come with a lot of goodbyes. It's going to come with a lot of cut-offs. It's going to come up with a lot of distancing yourself. It's going to come up with a lot of, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just showing up every day and just letting God have his way. But what I am telling you is the more that you do it, the more that you put in 100% of you into what it is that you're doing in his name, fulfilling, right, the mission that he created you to fulfill, the easier and easier that it's going to become. Yes, it feels like hell at first, right? It feels like hell at first. It feels like your whole life is falling apart at first. It feels like everything is turned upside down at first. Why? Because you have to break off all of these years worth of years and years of trauma and hurt and pain and lies and discord and dysfunctional behavior that you've been taught. Now, when you come into a place where you're ready to change, you're looking at your whole entire life and you're saying, I have been living a lie my whole life. That hurt. That hurt. When you look at, I've been living a lie my whole entire life. I thought that I had it together all this time. Oh yeah, that's enough to shake your world right there. The more that you grow, the more that you evolve. Understand me, you do what? You live life backwards. You live life backwards, right? You live life backwards, so you have no idea why you had to hurt the way that you hurt, why you went through what you went through, why that pain came on you the way that it came on you. But the moment that you choose him, you get an alliance with him, right? Now you see, oh yeah, I went through that as a child. And this happened to me, and now I am the voice for everybody that may have gone through that. I am the one that's telling them to get up. They're living through this now. They're breathing again. Understand me, they're back enjoying life. Every single trial, every tribulation, somebody had to go through it to be the walking, talking, living, breathing testament of that this right here, this happened, and because this happened to me and I experienced that, I'm able to tell the story. I'm able to tell you that it's life after that. I'm here to tell you that it's life after the hurt. It's life after the pain. It's life after the divorce. It's life after the lost loved one. It's life after the job. Understand that it's life after that. Because nobody want to hear that from somebody that never experienced nothing. Because nobody want to receive that from nobody who ain't never experienced nothing. If you ain't never took no loss, if you ain't never been through nothing, come on, Purple Flowers, talk to me nice. If you ain't, if you ain't never experienced what it was like to have your whole family going one way and you going a whole entire another way, you can't tell me nothing. If you don't know what it's like, understand me, to be judged, to be ridiculed, to be belittled, to be slandered by the folk that you love the absolute most, to have people that you love more than life turn their back on you, then guess what? You ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. Folk don't want to hear nothing from nobody who ain't never experienced nothing. Understand me, it's hard for them to receive it from you. I'm just being real with you. It's hard for them to receive it from you. But when you out there in the mud, and God knew this, and this is why, this is the way it's set up, the way that it's set up. This is why testimony was even a thing. And all throughout the Bible, when people were being healed, I'm just telling you why you have to hurt. That's all I'm doing. I don't know why I'm telling you why you got to hurt, because this ain't what I'm teaching. I'm teaching spiritual. Well, I thought I was teaching spiritual awakening, but apparently that ain't going to be it today. So y'all going to have to get what he giving. Y'all gonna have to get what he giving this morning. So I'm just gonna tell you right now, yeah, we winging it, right? We out the door. We have no notes for this. This is just what I got. This is what I got. So I'm just explaining to you why you hurt. I'm just explaining to you, for everybody that's watching my live right now, when you're trying to figure out why you had to experience so much pain, why you had to experience so much heartache, why you had to lose this person and that person, why you had to sleep outside, why you was on this type of drugs, and you was on this type of alcohol, and you was going through this, and you was going through that, and you had to take this, and you had to take that. I'm just explaining it to you because God chose you to be the testimony. Understand me? Yeah, he chose that. Yeah, that's just what it is. So when Paul say, I don't have to go outside of my way to try to prove to y'all nothing. I don't have to go outside my way to tell y'all how many people that I done got circumcised over here. I got the stripes on my back to show you that I've been with him. Some of you guys don't know how powerful you really and truly are because of what it is that you've already gone through. Every trial, every tribulation, every dark hour that you had faced, it was never to break you down. It was to build you up. It gave you an extra oomph that you ain't even know that was there. The enemy has deceived you. He has tricked you into thinking that because you had that type of experience, came from that type of background or that type of family, that you're less than everybody else. He tricked you into thinking that you weren't good enough. Understand me, that you weren't capable enough. But that's his job. Thank you so much, is it Michelle Jones? Appreciate you. That was his job, to trick you and make you think that you was beneath everybody, that you was inadequate. Understand me, he had to do that. He had to do that because he knew the power. Come on, God. Whoa. Hey. He knew how powerful you would really be if you really understood. Thank you, Shay Shay. I appreciate that. See, oh, man. Whew. Give me a minute. Whew. As soon as I get my lashes now, here we go. Oh my God. I'm trying to go home. Sit down. One thing that the enemy knew exactly how powerful that you were going to be if you really understood the stripes that's on your back. If you understood the pain that you was really enduring and why you had to go through what it was that you were going through. See, you looking at yourself and you're thinking that you're not good enough because you have this experience and that you are not worthy because this is where you came from. You're seeing it from a carnal mind. You're seeing it from a fleshly mind. But God is saying that I gave that to you because you were a chosen one. You were chosen. You were chosen and you survived that experience because you was chosen. Understand me? Yeah, you went through it and I knew exactly how much of that particular thing that you were going to be able to bear. Understand me? So I knew that you were going to survive that. But when you survived that, you are supposed to take every experience that you survived. You are supposed to utilize that as a testimony. You are walking, talking, living, breathing. Understand me? Testimony. People don't want to hear from people people who have not experienced nothing. Understand me? But when you can stand 10 toes to the ground and you can look at somebody eyeball to eyeball and say, I experienced that, I went through that, understand me, and I came back from that, understand me. In that moment, what happens is they see you and they say, oh yeah, well, if you went through it, give me the information. What did you do to get out of that? What did you do to do? Now you're sharing your testimony. This is why when people were healed in the Bible, when things happened to folks that was in the Bible, when they had these experiences, they were told to do what? To go to the priest, go to the people that people look at and they see those people as their opinions are acceptable. They see them as people that are in high places. Go and let them examine you. Go and let them put their eyes on you. Go and let them see what it is that's going on in you. And when they see it, then guess what? Now everybody else is going to believe it as well. When they see it and they see that ain't no leprosy on you, when they see it and they see no spots on your skin, understand me, then it's going to be different for you. And this is how it is even until this day. This is how it is even in this moment, even in this day. Understand me, you may not have no stripes on your back in the physical, but spiritually, your back might be whipped up. Do you understand me? And God is saying that I took you through every single one of those trials, every one of those tribulations. You went through every single one of those things. Not because I wanted to punish you. It was never about me punishing you. It was never about me testing you. Never about me tempting you. It was all about me using you. Oh my God. Whew. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? What you say? Baby, it was never about a test. It was never about a test. It was never about me tempting you. It was, it was always about me using you. I don't tempt you. I don't test you. I don't punish you. It was all about me using you. That's what it was about. I had to make sure that you had the right type of skin. Understand me? I had to make sure you had the right type of grit, the right type of grind. When you were out there going through what you was going through, you wasn't out there going through what you was going through just because I wanted you to go through something. No, I was getting you prepared for your next level. I was getting you prepared for your next dimension. I was getting you prepared for the next place that I was about to take you. That's all that I was doing. I put you out there to teach you. Understand me? To teach you, not to tempt you. You got the T's confused. Understand me? You got the T's confused. I put you out there to teach you, not to tempt you. The tempting that happened to you when you was over there, that was not from me. That was from the adversary. If you became so fixated on the tempting, you missed all the teaching. What you say? Put the 2 T's up, baby. Yeah, some people have just confused the T's. You thought that I was tempting you. I was never tempting you. I was teaching you every single. Crystal, make sure I get these notes because I don't have these. This was never about a tempt. This was about a teach. When I take you through difficult stages in your life and you be going through certain things, baby, I need for you to understand that I'm not tempting you. I'm teaching you. You would never know how to do it if I never put you in a position to be able to do it. This is hands-on experience. Understand me. This is not in a textbook. You have to put your hands on it. You have to get out there and work it. When I put you out there and you was out there working it, I'm taking you to your next level. I'm advancing you. Understand, this is what I'm doing. Thank you so much, Kim Archie. I appreciate that, CA, sweetheart. That's what I'm doing with you. And guess what? I got you out there living your best life. I got you out there. You're learning all these beautiful things. Lily, watch this right here. Watch I give them some backing for what it is that I'm saying, right? I gave you all of everything that you wanted or that you could have needed. Hold on. I gave you everything that you needed. Understand me. That's what I've done for you. So what you're feeling and what you're going through ain't got nothing to do with me. I never promised you an easy ride. I never said that it was going to be all good. The thing is, I presented to you with the best of the best, right? And I let you know everything that you needed to know about the adversary. I let you know that he was deceiving. I let you know that he was a liar. I let you know that he come to steal, to unalive, and to destroy. I gave you all of this information. And the thing about it is, I put you in this space. And when I put you in this space to teach you, I never told you that the tempter wouldn't be there. Oh my. Okay. What you say? I'm teaching you when he's tempting you. I never told you that the tempter wasn't going to be present. Yeah. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. Sometimes when you're in a season of your life where I'm teaching you, and you thinking that because I'm teaching you, it's going to exempt the tempter from actually being there. You can't have one thing without having the other. Is that not what I taught y'all, Kira? Is that not what I taught y'all? Have I not been teaching you guys this for the past 5 years? You cannot have one thing without having the other. You're not going to have good without evil, bad without good, hot without cold. For every action, there's a reaction. You're going to always have balance. And that's the reason why the Garden of Eden was set up the way that it was set up. All of this is good, but just because good is here doesn't mean that bad ain't here too. Well, wait. Well, wait. Coach, you have to learn how to navigate in uncomfortable situations. As a people, as a believer, as a person that operates, Marshall, thank you so much. You have to learn how to navigate in uncomfortable situations. I see you talking about bingo. Yeah, you have to be able to see it and don't see it. I see it, but I ain't even tempted by it no more. Understand me? I see it. I smell it. Looks real good. But I know just as good as it looked, it's just as bad for me. And I teach my people that's what? Desire restraints. Even though I have a desire for it, I restrain myself from fulfilling that desire because I know the consequence that comes along with that. As we're growing and we're evolving in Christ, it's the same thing. Everything in the Garden of Eden was beautiful, and they had access, free reign to everything that was in the garden, right? But that did not mean that the forbidden fruit wasn't there. As you're growing and evolving in life, you have to understand that both of these things are always going to coexist. And what you have to do is navigate through it. That's right. Your divine right of choice. God is saying that, yes, it's going to be there. But my expectation is that you choose me in spite of what's there. That's a note for you. Put it in there. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be teaching you. The adversary going to be tempting you. And the problem is you keep confusing the two. Hey, the problem is you keep confusing the two. I got you in these situations in your life where you feel like, oh, my life is so this and my life is so that. You don't even know. You think that it's falling apart, but it's actually falling together. You think that it's falling apart, but in all actuality, it's really falling right there together. All the pieces are going to land exactly where they need to land, but I need you to step back and let it fall apart. Let it fall all the way apart. Step back and let it fall. Let the pieces hit the ground. Understand me? Let the pieces hit the ground. The problem is you are too tempted to get in and try to, God, I thank you. Oh, wow. I got to get through this message. The problem is you are too tempted. You are too tempted to get in and be in control. The reason why some of us are struggling the way that we struggle is because you want to be in control. You can't handle the fact of letting those pieces fall. Understand me. Sometimes you have to step out of the way. I don't care how much you love. I don't care how much you care. I don't care what it is that you got invested in that. Sometimes you have to step all the way away and just let it fall all the way apart. Let it fall apart. But it's that thing about being in control. And we are entering into a season of our life where you can't be afraid to lose control. Let it go. We are entering into a season of our life where we have got to be willing to let it go completely, to really surrender it, to really cast every care, every insecurity, every hardship, everything that we've been dealing with our whole entire life, that we cannot be afraid to actually release it. I want you to hear me with your heart. You've done all that you can do in that situation. You've had all of the conversations that you can have about that. You've already talked until your tongue was hurt. You've already sat down and you done had sit down after sit down after sit down. You have tried to repair it. You've tried to fix it. You tried to go outside your way and talk to this person, then that person, and this person, and you tried the forums and everything else. And it's time for you to step back and step away and say, I surrender all of this to you. Have your way. Do whatever it is that you're going to do in that moment. Why? Because as long as you're trying to do it, then you're trying to be in control of it. You got to be willing to let it go. You have to be willing to surrender. He's like, hey, look, you're not in control of this thing. You don't control the outcome. I do. And every single time that you get in the middle of what it is that I'm doing, then that's when you experience what you're experiencing. The temptation of wanting to be in control is what's ruining so many different people. And I say, well, why? Well, why are we having this conversation, right? And my mom, this is how I'm feeling right now. Why are we having this conversation right now? Because it goes back to the Garden of Eden. She bit the apple because she wanted to know what God knew. She wanted that type of power. She wanted that type of control. It wasn't enough for her that she was already made in his image, that the air that she was breathing was air that came directly from God, that everything that was out there was, she wanted to know what he knew. And God has already been told, my thoughts are not your thoughts. My ways are not your ways. Understand me. The things, it's not going to ever be the same. I am the creator. You are a part. You are I'm the creator. You're the co-creator. I'm the creator. You're the co-creator. The creator is the lead. The co-creator is the partner. That's the partner. It's like you would never be able to know what I know fully. But I will give you exactly what you need to know to get the job done. Isn't that something? I don't know about y'all, but I'm okay with being a co-creator. I'm okay with my job. I'm okay with my job. That's fine with me. I'm okay with my job. It's like, nah. But when you start wanting to have that level of control and that level of power, right? When you start wanting to have that level of control, watch this, Kara. When you start wanting, God, why are we here? When you start wanting to have that level of control, this is how powerful it is for you to operate with that mindset of you wanting to be in control. And I don't know where this is going to lead us, but I'm going to tell you this right here. The problem with that is I'm okay with being a co-creator. I'm okay with being a co-creator and you're leading and I'm following your lead and you're giving me the instructions as I go to be able to complete the mission. The problem is when you want to be the creator, when you putting because I'm about to change the way that you see trying to control the outcome. When you're trying to become a person that is in control, then you're acting as though you're bigger than God. Understand me, that you're bigger or you're equal to God, right? Do y'all understand what I'm saying to you now? When you are over here holding on to it and you're trying to control the outcome, you are behaving like a person who feels like you are equal to God. Understand me, because God is the only one that controls the outcome. Understand me, you controls the outcome. And who was the other person that thought he was bigger or equal to God? And I know that you didn't know that, but you know that this morning. So every time that you're walking around here and you're trying to be in control of the situation, you are under the influence of the adversary. And you ain't knowing it until just now. Every single time that you think that it was yours to fix, now, hey. Yeah, that's not yours to fix. That's not your, every single time that you out here and if you have an issue with trying to be in control, if you have an issue of trying to make it be how you want it to be and putting stuff into place, I'm just here to take friends say, ouch, I love a person that can take accountability. Baby, you don't know, you just made my morning, right? You have to free yourself from that, sis. Free yourself from that, right? Because it's one thing that you don't know, but it's another thing when you do know. We're only held accountable for what we do know. We only held accountable for what we do know, right? So now that we know that, right, that every time that we're actually trying to control the situation, then we're operating under the influence of the adversary, and you have to you have to shut that spirit down right then and there. God, I know that I don't control the outcome. It's however you want to go about it. And the moment that you start trying to manipulate the outcome to make it be what you want it to be, then guess who is that as well? I ain't trying to control it. I'm just saying under the influence of the adversary. Why? Because that's his job as well. That's one of his vices as well, right? To manipulate it, to twist and turn it, to make it appear to be something that is actually not, which is deception. Manipulation and deception, they tie right there in together. I know it. You ain't knowing to this now, so I'm just telling you right now. For some reason, we talking about today of just letting it go. You have to be willing to let go. You have to be willing to surrender it to every time that you over there and you thinking that you are in control of your life and you got to do this because if you don't do this, then this is going to happen. When you think, yeah, first of all, you ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself. You are doing nothing but damaging yourself. You are the reason why you are not living up to your fullest potential. You are the reason why you're struggling the way that you're struggling right now in life. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody but you. You're trying to control something that you are not in control of. And 2/3, giving God 2/3 is not going to work. You're going to have to give him 100% if you want to gain. Understand me. You give 100% and he gives you back the 200. He's going to double everything. Yeah, he's going to double it. So you're going to get back, right? Oh, you gave 100, I'm going to give you that back. Understand me. And sometimes it'd be 300 because if we're going to double, I want to go to 3. Yeah, if my math, all I know is going to be more. Let me just say that. So if you give him 100, he gonna give you 3 because he said I'm gonna give you a double. He gonna give you a fresh pour, a full pour, right? This is how it works. 2/3, 2/3 is not going to be enough. You can't 1 foot in and 1 foot out this thing. He's saying if you want me to do what you want me to do, if you want to live how you telling me you want to live, you have to be willing to surrender the whole entire thing. You can't just do it when you feel like it. You can't just do it when you're in the mood. You can't just be on board when everything is going right in your life, and then as soon as things start picking up and you start having this and having that, and you done did this and did that, and you think that everything is happy, happy, joy, joy, and now you back off to the side. No, that's not how this works. He says, listen, if you're going to be in this, you have to be in this, and this has to be a 24/7 thing. Then me and you, we got to be really locked in, which means you got to be making positive deposits inside of your life. You got to have a prayer life, a worship life, a study life. You got to still be locked in and doing everything that got you to this point. Oh, you got it. What is it, Coach? Yeah. Stop forgetting what got you to that point. You be locked in when your life is falling apart and you feel like all hell is breaking loose. You be so super locked in and you ready to pray, fast, and you want everybody to touch and agree right there with you. You need all the words of prayer. But then as soon as your life start picking up, as soon as things start happening good for you again, then all of a sudden, you ghost, you Casper. Ain't nobody heard from you, ain't nobody talked to you and everything. And oh yeah, well I know they doing good. And you smiling and grinning, and then when all life starts falling apart again, then you tiptoe back. You know what I mean? And we're glad that you're coming back because I mean, we want you to come back, of course, right? We don't want to leave nobody else. I believe in no man, no woman left behind. We want you to come back. But what I want more than anything is I want you to stay. I want you to stay connected. I want you to stay in alignment. I want you to stay in worship. I want you to stay in prayer. I want you to stay in learning environments where you're constantly growing, because if you learn how to stay, then when things start happening in your life, you don't have the panic. You don't have the embarrassment. You don't have the humiliation. You don't have to do the great shame walk at all. If you just got to stay. Understand me. So when you're making positive deposits inside of your life on a regular basis, right? One of the things that we learned, not from the book that we're reading now, but from the prior book, you'll bounce back. It becomes so much faster. You will go through things in life, but because of the deposits that you're making inside of your life, because of the things that you're doing that hurt, you know it hurt, but it don't hurt like how it used to hurt. Yeah. You got some cushion in there. You got some padding inside of there. But when you are empty and you hit rock bottom, you don't feel nothing but the bottom. This is why it's important that whatever it is that you've done, keep doing it. Keep doing it. And I'm going to give you some cheat code. Do it even more. When your life get all out of whack and things start happening in your life and you feel like, man, I don't know what's going on in my life and I don't know this, I don't know that. Pray more, fast more, worship more, understand me, study more. That ain't nothing but what? I am being taught. I'm in a teaching moment of my life, right? Remember, God is, when you're in situation, God is not testing you. He's not tempting you. He's teaching you. We're learning that God is not testing you. He's not testing you. He's not tempting you. He's teaching you. He's teaching you. You are in a teaching, a learning environment. And the only reason why you are in the environment that you're in is because you know now that I'm about to be elevated. elevated. Now you know, and I'm about to be elevated. I'm about to go to a new dimension. I'm not going through this pain for nothing. I'm not going through this hurt for nothing. I'm not dealing with what I'm dealing with for nothing. I am learning something from this. When you're in these situations where you're being taught, you cannot be ignorant to the fact that the tempter is there too. You're always going, I want this in your notes. You're always going to be in the presence of the tempter and the teacher. I like that. God, I thank you for that. You're always going to be in the presence of the tempter and the teacher. You're always going to be in the presence of the tempter and the teacher. Thank you. I appreciate you. I see you. You're always going to be there, right? But whoever has your ear is your decision, your DRC, your divine right of choice. Teacher, tempter, you get to decide who you're going to listen to. You get to decide which one, the teacher or the tempter, that you're actually going to listen to. You get to decide which one, thank you so much, Shay Shay, which one of them you're going to listen to. The teacher that's telling you, hey, I'm going to show you a way to navigate through this situation. Don't you worry about it. I got you all the way covered. Turn around. It's like a scavenger hunt. It's almost like one of the escape rooms. All the clues that you need is right here inside of this room, and the exit is over here. But I'm going to show you right now, the exit is not going to look like a door. The exit this time is going to be a window. The exit this time, understand me, yeah, it's going to be a chimney. You're going to have to shimmy up it. All you have to do is move this part of the wall, and when you move this part of the wall, it's going to be a staircase that's right up under there. You move that and you crawl up, and you're going to be out. You're going to either listen to the teacher or the tempter. The tempter is going to be over there in your ear as well, saying, hey, look and find a fun way to finesse this. Don't worry about looking for no clues. Just start pushing places in the wall. Understand me? Just start doing this. He's going to always, or just give up. Your time about to run out anyway. Understand me? This is how it's going to always work. This is how it's going to always work. And you get to decide which one of these individuals that you're going to listen to. And we know that they're always going to be present because of the story of Job. We know they're going to always be present. You'll always have the tempter and the teacher, because we know that with the story of Job. Because how else was the tempter able to go to God? How else was the tempter able to go to God? He was able to go to God, right? He was able to go to God and say, hey, look, what about Job? He went to God, and God said, well, hey, what about Job? What about Job? You know I can't mess with Job. The tempter and the teacher is going to always be there. God going to always give you a divine right of choice. The position is always going to be right there. You're going to have, this is how we know that it's always going to be present. The tempter and the teacher is always going to be right there. Just from that story alone. God wasn't unaware of what was happening to Job. He actually asked him, did you tempt Job? Did you go down there and bother Job? He the one who offered up Job. That's also another reason of how we know he don't tempt people. Because if he tempt people, then why did he need the tempter to go tempt Job? Right? If he was a tempter, if he was the type of person that tempted people, then he could have went down there and tempted Job himself. That's not what happened. He gave Job all the information. Some people would say, well, that's so messed up. That's so messed up. If Job was a man that was after his own heart, then why in the world would he let the adversary go down there and do that? Why would he even offer up Job if he know Job was the same way you look at your own life? Why would you? I'm a good person. I pray, I fast, I worship, and you still over there doing this and that. Did you not see the outcome of the story? Did you not hear? Did you only read that part? Before God blesses you with overflow, before he takes you to your new dimension, before he grows you in life, he does what? He exposes you to the true nature of everybody that's around you. Understand me? Yet Job would have continued his life with the same wife that was double-minded had not this happened. Job would have been afraid of losing everything that he had. That would have been still his greatest fear if none of this would have happened. There were so many things that actually came from that situation that we don't teach and we don't put out there, because the only thing that we fixate on is the fact that Job lost it and then he got this. No, let's talk about the other stuff that got exposed to him as well. Understand me? Like Job had fear inside of his heart. He loved God. He believed in the teachings of God. He was right there. He was a man that was after God's own heart, but he still had a fear of losing everything. That was the problem. You love me, you're a man after my own heart, but one of your greatest fears is there. He says, my greatest fear had come upon me. That's what he said. That's what Job said. His fear was that he was going to lose it all. And God had to show him, yeah, you might lose it all, but watch how I can give it back to you tenfold. Watch how I can flip it because of the way that you love me. Understand me? Because of the way, yeah, when you chose me, when you said that, yeah, though he slay me, yet would I trust him. When you said that right there, you made a decision. Your DRC was, even though I lost my wife, I lost my kids, I lost my cattle, I lost everything, but I'm going to still choose you. Then right there in that moment, that's new dimension, that's overflow, that's abundance. Anybody that chooses me, they understand me, anybody that chooses me in the middle of hardship, oh yeah, I got you. We have to understand that part of the story. It was about Job still choosing him, in spite of what it was that he was going through. It was about Job handling his situation with fear. It was also about about Job understanding that, yeah, I know this your wife and whatnot, but your wife, yeah, she double-minded. When everything is going good, she right there with you. When everything is flourishing and the cattle is cattling, she right there with you, smiling and grinning. But will she still be right there with you if you start to lose it all? Understand me? Will she still be on board if you starting to lose it all? And this is what some of us, we have to understand this. And I only believe that we're going through this right now this morning is because some of you guys, you're in that place, in that space in your life when you're ready to grow, you're ready to evolve, you're ready to have this relationship with Christ, and you're going through your spiritual awakening where you feel like, yes, I'm examining everybody that's around me. God is exposing me to everybody's heart that's around me. I'm seeing the true nature of folks that's around me. People that I love, people that I value, people that I'll do anything in the world for. And now I'm having to make a decision. Do I hold on to them or do I just side with him? Do I be concerned with my relationship with you, or do I be concerned with my relationship with God? But it got me in a pickle. Understand me? It got some folks in a pickle right now. It got me in a pickle right now. I'm trying to figure out which one do I need to do. And God is saying, hey, listen, I'm telling you right now, I'm never going to tell you what to do. I'm never going to tell you what to do. I'm not a wheel-breaking God. But I'm going to tell you this right here. You're going to either have abundance or you're going to have consequences. You're going to either have abundance or you're going to have consequences. But it's all going to be riding on you. You get to make a decision as to whether or not you're going to be dealing with consequences of your decision making, or you're going to be dealing with the abundance of your decision making. But it's all going to be left up to you. You're either going to follow the tempter or you're going to follow the teacher. That's what this journey is really and truly about. Every experience that you're going to experience, good, bad, or indifferent, it's all about teaching. It's all about learning. It's all about growing and evolving. Your connection with God cannot be sometimey. Your connection with God cannot be fatigue. Understand me? Your relationship with God cannot only be when you feel like it or when things are going good in your life. Understand me? When you're having your way, that can't be the only time that you are in alliance with him. We're going into the second part of this year, right? We're going into the third quarter right now. And you honestly have so much teaching that's in you right now. You've experienced so much, most of us within the first part of this year, that we really see now that, you know what, life is so short. We don't know the day or the time or the hour. We don't know when the day is going to be the last day. And not just in your family, in your life, but if you're on social media, period, you see there's no age limit on this thing. I really need to get focused in my life. And God is saying that I'm showing you on every platform. I'm exposing you to the truth, and I'm giving you the truth so much right now that you can't even deny the truth. I'm putting it right there in your face. Every time you stroll up, you see it, and it's coming from many different people that don't even look alike, people who never came from the same environment, didn't come from the same type of upbringing, none of that. I'm showing it to you, I'm exposing it to you, and you see it over and over and over and over. And yeah, you try to stroll past it because you don't want to hear the truth. You try to get past it. Thank you so much, Dap. Thank you so much, Chef Shirley. You try to get past it because you don't want to deal with the truth. You don't want to accept the truth. But the problem is you cannot deny it. You're at a place right now where you can't even deny that this is the unsaturated truth. The truth is we've been playing for way too long. The truth is 2/3 is not going to work. The truth is I really got to get locked in. Thank you so much, Candace Bash. The truth is I got to really get serious. The truth is, yes, I've been over here making excuses. The truth is I have got comfortable. I've gotten complacent. I've gotten real relaxed. The truth is I'm not as focused as I should be. The truth is sometimes I do sit over here and I procrastinate. The truth is I have been running after people, and I feel like if I really choose God, if I 100% give in to everything that God wants me to do, then I'm going to have to walk away from my bestie. I'm going to have to let go of my favorite. I'm going to have to separate myself from some of these folks, and you're going to have to really get ready. You're like, oh, I'm not ready yet. And even though I know it's not good for me, I'm still trying to process what it is that I feel. I'm still trying to see if I can make a way, and I can make what's not right, if I can make it right. And what I'm telling you is it's not going to work. When something or someone is not for you, it doesn't matter how many ways you twist and you turn it, they will not be for you. You will never be good enough for the wrong person. You will never amount up to the wrong person. When something or somebody is just not for you, there's nothing that you can do but let it go. Because if you don't let it go, do you know how worthless that you're going to feel? Hey, come here. Come here. Do you know, hit the share button, all platforms, all platforms with Facebook and TikTok, hit the share button. Do you know how worthless that you feel when you have to beg somebody to love you? When you know how down bad you have to really be in your life, when you're sitting over there begging somebody to love you, begging somebody to see you, begging somebody to value you, begging somebody to acknowledge your worth, do you know how low down bad you got to be in your life to actually be at a place in your life where you are over there really trying to sell who you are to an individual? Understand me. Anytime that you have to go outside of your way and you sending paragraphs to folk trying to break down every single thing that you bring to their life, every single time that you sitting over there back and forth, well, come on, look me in my eye and tell me this. Every single time that you do that, you are dishonoring yourself. Every single time that you over there sending them emails because they done blocked you off your phone, you are dishonoring yourself. Them folks is about to drag you. Do you understand me? Them folks is about to walk you. Do you understand me? Them folks is about to use and abuse you like never before. Them folks is looking at you and they see that your confidence is low. Your self-esteem is low. Your self-value is low. They looking at you every single time that you over there begging them to stay with you, to choose you, to pick you. You're letting them know right there that you feel like you need them, their validation, their acceptance, and their approval for you to feel like somebody. Come on. Are you serious? Are you serious? Ain't no more of that. Pick yourself up. Get yourself together. Let's be real. Cry if you gotta cry, but yeah, let this be the last day that you cry over that. And half of the time you running and begging after somebody that don't even add nothing, no type of value to your life. Begging and running after somebody that you gotta help. Begging and running after somebody that they got to lay up on your couch or sleep in your bed because they ain't got enough credit to go get a doggone go-kart. Are you serious? Get yourself together. Get yourself together. That's where we at with this thing. Get yourself together. Somebody living in their mama's basement. Somebody don't even know how to fill out a job application without your assistance. Are you serious? Are you serious? Pick yourself up. Stop playing with you. That's the sad reality of it all. And God is saying, I'm trying to elevate you. I'm trying to take you to your next level. I'm trying to go big in your life, and you holding on to this small? I'm trying to go big, and you holding on to small. You over there, you so used to that small. You holding on to it with all your might. And I'm telling you, turn that loose. Turn that loose. Why? Because what I'm about to do, you're going to need both hands. Just put it inside my chat. I'm going to need both hands. What God about to do, I like that right there. Baby, I'm going to need both hands. What God about to do in your life, I'm going to need both my hands. Hello, Benny Simpson. Hey, look, I'm going to need both hands. Hello, yeah, I'm going to need both hands. Hello, what God is about to do in my life, I'm going to need both hands. Yeah, I can't have my, I can't have Christina. I'm just saying I'm going to need both hands. I don't know, but you have to declare it over your own life. I'm already speaking it in mine. Felicia, I'm going to need both hands. What God is about to do in my life, I declare it over my whole entire life, God. I lose myself from anything that's going to be a distraction, anything that's going to pull me out of alignment, anything that's going to prevent me from being able to get what you said. I free up both my hands. Understand? I'm going to need both hands. What God about to do in my life, I'm going to need both hands, honey. Yeah, I ain't got time to hold on to nothing or nobody. Hello, I'm going to need both. I'm going to need both hands. That's it, baby. Whatever you're going to do, go do. Here, however you feel about it, go ahead and feel about it. But I'm going to need both hands. What God is about to do in my life, it's going to require me to hold on to it with both my hands. I might need my arms too. I might have to hold that thing like a baby. Yeah, I'm just saying, that's just me. That's just me. That's just where I'm at. Spiritually, what? Focus. Spiritually focused, locked all the way in. Spiritually focused, locked all the way in. This is where we are. This is a space and place that we are currently. Right now, we don't get just messages just to get messages. This is where we are right now. Right? Spiritual awakening is about becoming more aware of our faith and our relationship with God. It's a beautiful journey where we discover deeper truths about ourselves, our purpose, and our connection to the divine. We should be ready to embrace the changes and transformation that God wishes to bring into our life. We should always be ready, and the only way that we're always going to be ready is if these hands are already released. I like how God will take me all the way outside and then bring me right back. I'm telling you, I'd be amazed I ain't gonna even start into it like how you just be blowing my mind. I'd be all the way over here somewhere, and then all of a sudden I'm back into my, it just be like, he'd be like, say this part first, teach this part first, and when you get finished with this, then we're gonna go back to this, and it's gonna be a smooth transition. But how smooth it be what get me. Like, he's so smooth, and I say this, smooth operator, like how he just take me outside, then bring me back inside, and then sit me back right here all over again. It's gonna require both hands. What I'm gonna do in your life is going to require for you to have both hands, right? So you have to be prepared, right? You have to be prepared for whatever transition, for every move, whenever I say let's go, you have to be ready to go. Awakening to God's love. As we continue our spiritual awakening, we should always focus on God's immense love for us. We start to learn and fully understand the power and the love of God, and not always over there talking about the wrath. What you say, God? What you say? I say we start to learn more about his love than his wrath. Oh my. Oh, yeah. I see some of y'all rocking. Says, yes, she said, are you ever booked in New York, and can I book you? I'm coming to New York, August the 23rd. August the 23rd, I will be in New York. The Eventbrite link is up right now, right? It's from Pain to Purpose Empowerment event. I will be there August the 23rd. But yes, if you want to book me for New York, I love New York, and that's LaRoyHall.com. LaRoy, LaRoy, Hall, HALL.com. You could go to my website and select in-person booking, in-person speaking, and you could book me right there. Double tap on my screen if it's tight, but it's right. If you're getting exactly what you need this morning, double tap on that screen. Y'all ready for it? So it says, as we continue our spiritual awakening, we should always focus on God's immense love for us. We start, right? We start to, ain't that something? We start to not sit and dwell. We don't even start dwelling on the wrath that we've been taught to dwell on. Anybody in my chosen family, have y'all noticed that? How we've been growing and evolving in Christ, and we rarely talk about the wrath of God. We don't even be over here talking about fire and brimstone. We don't even be talking about, oh, how God gonna strike you down. We've been growing over here since 2017 doing motivational speaking. There you go, Lily. Come on, let's be real. Anybody that's been here since 2022, if you've been here since 2022 when we started changing from motivational speaking to inspirational speaking, y'all notice how we're able to teach Christ and teach his love and not have to keep talking about how you're going to hell? Y'all notice that? And the more that we talk about the love, the more that every single platform continue to grow and evolve, and people just keep showing up. People like, I'm tired of operating out of fear. I'm tired of being scared. I'm tired of tiptoeing. I'm tired of walking on eggshells. If I got to go to hell to be over here, I don't even want to do it no more. And that's not even a discussion of ours. And for us to go through the spiritual awakening and me to come across this, I said, wow. This is nothing but confirmation for what we started teaching in 2022 and 2023. Everything don't have to be about fire and brimstone. It says, as we continue our spiritual awakening, we should always focus on God's immense love for us. It's love that keeps you in alignment. It's love that keeps you following Christ. It's his love, his immense love, that makes you want to do the right thing, because you develop an intimate relationship that's based on love, not fear. How about that? How about that? Say what? When you actually start to experience your spiritual awakening and you start operating with that Christ conscious, your focus now shifts from the wrath of God to the immense love that God has for each and every one of us. So you don't do the right thing because you are afraid of God. You do the right thing because of the love that you now have for him. The love that you guys share, the intimate relationship that y'all share. It's the reason why you continue to get up and do the right thing, that you make a conscious effort to do the right thing, that you make sure that it's not even about fear. I just don't want to disappoint you. It's not about fear. I just don't want to disappoint you. I don't want to let you down. I don't want you to look at my life and say, I preserved her for nothing. I preserved him for nothing. I went outside of my way and I did all of that, and they ain't doing nothing with all the gifts and the talents that I gave them. I blessed them. I took people out that was within inches of them. I took them out and I let you stand, and you ain't doing nothing with it. I say, look, wait a minute, what's going on? It says, as we're continuing our spiritual awakening, right, we start to focus on the immense love that God has for us. So we start to stay in alignment, not because we are operating with the spirit of fear of his wrath, but we stay in alignment because of the love. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. That'll do it. How they say, that'll do it. Right there. Understanding his love fosters a profound sense of belonging and acceptance. Oh yeah, put that in your notes real quick. What you say, Coach? Understanding his love fosters a profound sense of belonging and acceptance. I'm going to drink my water. Yeah. Some of y'all know where I'm going with that right there. Understanding his love fosters a profound sense of belonging and acceptance. Double tap on my screen. We at 126. Get us up to 150K on TikTok. Double tap on that screen. Can I get 5? Can I get 5 badges on IG? Is it tight? But it's right. It says I put it in the chat. I got the screenshot at the gym. I'm trying. Hey, listen. I'm about to say something about that. Well, what you saying, Coach? When you're going through your spiritual awakening and you start to develop that close-knit relationship with God, and you're now focusing on the immense love, the immense amount of love that he has for you, and y'all have that intimate relationship, You don't worry about belonging to this world anymore and being accepted by this world anymore. Because understanding his love fosters a profound sense of belonging and acceptance. You don't care if they like you or not. Remember yesterday? Acceptance, include, and understand. Acceptance, include, understand. Remember, those are the three things that we're not taking into our second part of the year. We don't care if you accept us or not. We don't care if you include us or not. We don't care if you understand us or not. So in this note, it says, understanding his love fosters a profound sense of belonging and acceptance. When you are in alignment with the Most High God, when he says, greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. When he says, it is better to be in alliance with me, because when you are with me, it's more than the whole world that's against you. Understand me. He says, when it's just me and you, the two of us together, that's more than all of these mere mortals combined. Understand me. What I'm going to do in your life, none of them can stop. How I'm going to move in your life, they don't even have the ability to stop it, to slow it down, to pause it, or anything. Understand that. So when we start to understand his love, it fosters a sense of belonging and acceptance. Once we become one with Christ and our focus become the relationship that we have with ourselves and the relationship that we have with Christ, we don't care about being accepted by this world. We don't care about belonging to this world. And that's why the scripture furthermore says what? You are in the world, but not of it. You just floating. You just floating. You just floating. You see it. You feel it. You understand it. But that thing ain't got nothing to do with you. You in your boat. You in your boat. You see it, you feel it, you acknowledge what's going on, but you also acknowledge the fact that as long as you are in your boat, you are in the hands of the one that controls it all. These things are happening around you. These things are not happening to you. These things are not happening to you, and you have the ability to keep it all from getting inside of your boat. Okay, Heather, have a good session, sweetheart. Ain't that something? Floating. Floating. It is through the love, it is through this love that we find strength to overcome challenges and embrace our journey fully. Put that in there. Y'all ready? Y'all put that in there. It's through this love that we find strength to overcome challenges and embrace our journeys fully. Yeah, all right, there, yeah. It's through this love that we find strength to overcome challenges and embrace our journey fully. Fully. It's through his love. It says, can you repeat that, Coach? Yes. It's through his love that we find strength to overcome challenges and embrace our journey fully. Yes. It's through the love. So what are you doing this morning, Coach? Why are you teaching us this morning? Why are you making this a thing this morning? Because I want you to fully understand the power of love, of God's love. And that love is more powerful than fear. You might want to put that in your notes, because I want you to understand the power of love. And that love is way more powerful than fear. And as you're going through your spiritual awakening and you're learning more about God's love, then you will understand that reason why they said in the scriptures that love covers a multitude of sin. Love is powerful. God is love. And every single time that you're operating out of fear, that is not love. So if you're in a relationship right now and you won't leave because of fear, you won't leave, and you know that, yeah, you won't leave because you're afraid. But what are you afraid of? You're afraid of starting over. That's not love. You're afraid of having to, get out and work so that you can cover the other portion of the bills because y'all split the bills. That's not love. You're afraid of breaking up the family. That's not love. You're afraid of what other people are going to say. That's not love. You're afraid of how it's going to look to everybody. That's not love. None of that is love. Love is waking up every single day and choosing to love someone or something just because. I'm good with you, but I'm also good without you. God is just love. A lot of people who think that they're in love, not in love, you're in fear. And I want you to examine every relationship that you have with everybody that's around you. And I want you to really ask yourself this question: am I in love or am I in fear? Am I tolerating what I'm tolerating because of fear, or am I tolerating it because of love? Understand me. Every relationship, every friendship, every situationship, the job, everything that's around you, every connection that you have, I want you to today, this is today's homework. I want you to ask yourself, is this love or is this fear? Is this love or is this fear? And if the answer to that is fear, then you already know you stuck there. And that means that I'm operating with a stuck mindset. And I have to free myself from that. If I notice that this relationship, this ain't love, that this is actually fear, I'm now knowledgeable of what it is that I'm dealing with. And now I'm also responsible for making the right type of changes. And don't y'all go get scared on me and say, I'm not doing that homework assignment, because I know if I find out that it's fear, then I'm going to have to cut them off. I'm telling you now, then you're still self-sabotaging. If you're afraid to do the homework assignment because you're afraid of who you're going to lose, right? Then you are self-sabotaging. You're sabotaging yourself on purpose. That's what you're doing. A lot of people don't want to get coaching. They don't want to sit and have that conversation with me because of the fact that I'm going to tell you that, have you evaluated your circle? Have you evaluated your relationship? Have you evaluated your friendships? Understand me, because that's a part of your growth and your development, your environment. You have to evaluate the folks that surround you, right? Don't get afraid of the homework assignment. You need to know what it is that you're dealing with. You need to know what it is that you're dealing with. Understanding His love fosters a profound sense of belonging and acceptance. It is through His love that we find the strength to overcome challenges and embrace our journey fully. Next note: by sharing God's love with those around us, we participate in God's plan and create a ripple effect, spreading kindness and compassion. By sharing God's love with those around us, being a walking, talking, living, breathing testimony of who and what God is to us, we are actively participating and creating the ripple effect of spreading kindness and compassion. This is why love is so important. Can you imagine how life would be if everybody led in love? Can you imagine how beautiful everything would be if everybody stopped focusing on everything and just focused on love? If everybody woke up and operated and spoke to each other in love. God is saying, that's what I wanted. That's right, friend. We would create heaven on earth. And that's the reason why the enemy works so hard to keep us away from love, from feeling love, from giving love. That's why he wants to shut that down. Because if we actually all operated with this type of principle, then we would, in fact, create heaven right here on earth. This would be the most peacefulest place ever. Everything would be done in love. Can you imagine a way that the grass would grow, the trees would grow, the flowers would bloom? Can you imagine the flow of the rivers and the lakes and the oceans if everything was just operating with love and kindness? How we would acknowledge everything and everybody around us differently? That's right. It's by sharing, somebody said rewind, by sharing God's love with those around us, we participate in God's plan and create a ripple effect, spreading kindness and compassion. Spreading kindness and compassion. Put it in, though, shall double tap on the screen. That's good stuff. It says, together we remind each other of God's love and the incredible impact it has on our life. Us being a walking, talking, living, breathing testimony of who and what God is in each and every one of our lives. We have to learn and keep in the front part of our minds always, right? No matter what it is that we do, no matter what it is that we got going on, you're going to always have the teacher and the tempter. No matter what, you're going to always deal with love, and you're always going to deal with fear, right? Because this is what how the enemy operates. But love will overpower all of that. And once we start to see and operate, thank you so much, Michelle Jones, the more that we start to operate in that love, the more that we start to change the world that we're actually living in. And the great part about this, as I was preparing to share this with y'all today, was I'm going to tell y'all the part that I really love the most. It says we participate in God's plan. Do you know how fulfilled that thing hit me in my heart, just to know that I'm participating, that I'm playing a small part in the Most High God's plan. That was the thing. I was like, wow, to know that, yeah, you're working with God. To know, yeah, can you think about, just think about that for a second. That me simply showing up, right? Me simply showing up and showing love to you. Me showing love and encouraging you in Christ. Me showing up every single morning, even though I'm doing what I enjoy doing, which is feeding people, right? Feeding people spiritually, encouraging people mentally, encouraging people to get up and walk and get physical, right? In your physical health, even in telling you, the importance of regulating your emotions, right? So that you can have great emotional health. Even though this is something that I love and I thoroughly enjoy doing, when I read that part, that what you think that you're just doing every single morning, just getting up and feeding people, you're participating in my plan, baby. You are a part of the change. You are a part of my purpose team. I feel good about that. I feel good about that. I was excited to get on this morning. I was excited in devotion this morning. You know what I'm saying? I think that's going to change the way that I don't know. I mean, I always knew that I was doing purpose work, right? I've been doing this since, I want to say like 2022, 2023, when I noticed that everything that I was doing was changing, right? So it's like I noticed that, but just to see and to understand that we participate in God's plan, that just hit different. It just hit different, right? So I just want to say to you guys this morning yet again, stay spiritually focused. Stay spiritually focused, trusting and believing and understanding that God has so much more, right? So much that he's planning to do in each and every one of our lives. So much more that he's planning to do in each and every one of our lives. But in order for us to obtain the thing that he's doing in our lives, we have to be willing participants. We have to be those people that say, hey, look, I'm going to show up. And now now is not the time to have one foot in and one foot out. Now is not the time for you to straddle a fence. Now is not the time for you to be over there, doing it when it feel good, but then when it's uncomfortable, getting away from it. No, now it's not the time to get inside of your mind and start thinking, oh, if he's such a good God, then while I'm going through this, if he's such a good God, then while I'm going through that, because now you understand that you're going through what you're going through because it has a greater purpose that's also attached to that. You're going through what you're going through, and it may be uncomfortable, and you might feel like it's not deserving, and you wish that it wasn't this and which wasn't that. I get that in that moment, but when you get on the other side of that thing, I promise you that you're going to fully understand exactly why you had to go through where you went through, because it was the lesson that was attached to that. Pay attention when you're in a storm. Pay attention when you're in a dark hour. Pay attention when you start to feel like your life is falling apart. Step back and step away and just let the pieces hit the ground. Because majority of the time when we think that it's falling apart, it's actually falling together. Those pieces are going to land exactly where they're supposed to land. Okay? Just get back out the way. You're always going to have the tempter and the teacher present. Whichever one of those people have your ear, it's all going to be left up to you. You got a divine right of choice. You get to decide who has your ear. You have a divine right of choice. You get to pick and choose who actually has your attention. That's going to be all left up to you. Right? That's going to be all left up to you. Divine right of choice. Look at the relationships that you're around, things that you're surrounded by. Be open and be honest with yourself. Is this love or is this fear? And even ask yourself, or is this convenience? Because sometimes we do what? We stay with people, we stay in relationships, we stay on the job, we stay in the church, we have those, we stay because it's convenient. It's easy for us because it's something that we've been doing forever. It's easy for us because it's something that we used to. It's easy for us because it's something that we've already developed coping skills to deal with. So we continue with that same cycle even though that cycle is damaging to us. We continue with that cycle even though that cycle is not beneficial to our growth and our development. We stay in that same cycle and we allow that thing to turn us every which way but loose because we've gotten used to dealing with that. And we start saying stuff like, well, at least I know what I'm dealing with, right? At least I know what I'm dealing with when I'm dealing with this. And I promise you one thing about people that you can count on. When they're confused about what's next, they'll always go back to their ex. They'll always go back to the life that they was living before. They'll go back to the relationship they was in before. They'll go back to the toxic stuff that they was dealing with before. And when people don't fully understand their next move, right, they'll go back to what they used to do. And it's nothing but, right, I promise you guys, that's nothing but self-sabotagement behavior. That's self-sabotaging behavior right there. I need for you to hear me with your heart. If you left for a reason. If you detached yourself for a reason. If you put a safe distance in between you and that individual, you done that for a reason. Respect the reason that you cut those people off. Respect the reason that you separated yourself from those people. You saw them and you said that you are unsafe. You saw them and said that you cannot be trusted. You saw them and said there's something about your spirit that's in conflict with mine, and you have to respect and honor that. Because I'm going to tell you one thing about the enemy. The enemy waiting on you to come on back home. Oh yeah. And every time that you go back, you let the enemy know right then and there. Oh yeah, you can walk me. You can take advantage of me. You can do all of this. You can do all this and all of that, and I'll still be standing right here. I'll still be right here waiting on you. I'll still be right here. Oh yeah, you can do it. I'm trying to tell you right now, you most definitely can. You can do it. But should you do it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Every single day that you wake up and you put 10 toes to the ground, I want you to sweat yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are and how much you love you. because there's no love like self-love. And you first have got to love yourself way before you're able to love anybody else. Of course, it's your favorite online motivational speaker and life coach. It's your girl, Street Poet Man. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to have your ear and your heart this morning. Thank you guys so much for the love and the support. When I tell you guys that I absolutely love this, man, I'm telling you, I didn't expect for us to be out the door, but I love it when we outside because I love when God is giving a fresh pour. But I be saying, it's like, hey, prepare me for it. You know what I'm saying? Prepare me for it. And he don't never prepare me for it. He just give it to me. And then we be out there and we be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just, I don't know, y'all. We listen, this is what we do. We do it over here and we just do what we got to do and we just keep moving, you know. But I hope and pray that it touched somebody's heart. I hope and pray that you got the message that you needed, that it was beneficial to your growth and your development. I hope that you received what you needed to be able to move forward, to see things completely differently in your life. But man, if I blessed you, if I touched your soul, if I gave you motivation, inspiration, confirmation, or correction on this live, all three platforms, double tap on my screen and send me some love real quick, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Y'all already know this weekend I will be in St. Lucia. Hey Cook, what's going on, Big Eddie? Appreciate y'all so much. I will be in St. Lucia. Kenyatta Brown, thank you so much. I appreciate that, CA. I will be in St. Lucia this weekend for the women's retreat. So I will be out there. So I will not be live on Friday. Friday, there will not be a morning walk in worship because I will be on the flight, right? So I'll be flying out on Friday. So I will not be live on Friday. So I will be live on Wednesday and Thursday, but not Friday, okay? So everybody, I'm just letting y'all know. But if you are inside my Patreon, I have been posting videos every single morning. I've been downloading the morning walk in worship, and I've been getting them put up in there every single day, and I'm going to continue on this path. I am not coming off this path. I like how productive I am. I know it's supposed to be consecration for 3 weeks. I'm about to carry this consecration all the way out to the end of this year and beyond. Like I like this feeling. I don't know, y'all. I like this feeling. I like being able. I love grounding. I love, you know what I'm saying? I got new loves right now, but I'm telling you, all of this stuff is, I got new loves. I love what it feels like to be outside in the sun and to be grounded. I love what it's like to be on my water. I love what it's like, you know what I'm saying, just to be just praying and just doing the things that I've been doing these past couple of weeks with my study life, you know what I'm saying, being inside my Bible, being inside my books, you know what I'm saying, and just like, I can't come off of this. It's like one of those things that you start doing, you're like, how y'all do this? And then go back to that. How y'all set a time on consecration? Because I can't come out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I don't know how they come out of this. I don't know how they do it for a certain amount of time. And then, because I can't come out. I'm kind of over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of over here and I like where I'm at over here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what I'm going to do. All I know is right now that I'm stepping out in faith, and it's however God want to do it, go about it. That's how, whatever he want to do, however he want to do it, then I am a willing participant in whatever it is that he want me to do, however he want me to be out here doing it. That's just how that's going to roll. But I love you guys so much, man. So yes, I will not be here on Friday, but I will be here Wednesday and Thursday, and then I will be back on next Wednesday, right? So I won't be here Friday, Monday, or Tuesday, but I will be back on next Wednesday. And I say that lightly though, because you know what I'm saying, y'all never know. We might be live from St. Louis. If let their gym be quiet. If they gym mess around and be quiet, we're gonna be having morning walk and worship in St. Lucia. I'm gonna tell you that, right? We might have morning walk and worship in St. Lucia, but it all depends on if their gym is quiet, if we can actually get in, and maybe, you know what I'm saying, I know how Meta stuff work, right? We might not be able to do it on Meta, so we might all have to meet over there on TikTok. We might have to all meet on TikTok because TikTok don't mind music and stuff like that. So if anything, I might be live on TikTok for morning walk and worship, and then everybody that's on my IG, on my Facebook page, you guys will have to come over there to TikTok so that we'll be able to continue. It may be something like that, because I can't promise y'all I'm gonna be gone that many days. I like talking to y'all. I like talking to y'all. I like teaching y'all. This is what I thoroughly enjoy. I am thoroughly enjoy what I do. It's fulfilling what I do. So I don't see me being gone that many days. But, and most definitely get inside the Patreon. Most definitely. I love you guys. And July the 19th, I will be, No. You do not. I will be July the 19th. I will be in Atlanta, Georgia. I'll be in Atlanta, Georgia, July the 19th. July the 12th, right here in Columbia, South Carolina, I will be receiving a humanitarian award for being a good person. Like, you know what I mean? From my understanding, it's from being a good person. We do a lot of community service stuff, a lot of give backs for the kids. So yes, most definitely July the 12th here in Columbia, I will be receiving an award for that as well. And you guys are more than welcome to come out, and they're going to have a lot of different games and whatnot for the kids. And it's also going to be a school event, where a back to school event. So we're going to take out on behalf of my chosen family, we're going to be taking out some chips and some juices for the kids, and we will also have some school supplies. So we're going to take some pencils and some notebooks, some sticks of glue, crayons, probably a couple of book bags and stuff like that. So we're going to take out some school supplies and some snacks and whatnot for the kids as well. Yeah, we ain't going to show up empty handed. I know it's about getting a gift, but we ain't going out there with all them churn, and we don't get them churn nothing. Y'all know I don't play like that. So I'm definitely going to show up, and we're going to have something for the churn. And yeah, I'm going to have them some shoes too. I sure am. I sure am. I can't help it. I'm going to buy them. Yeah, we're going to have a couple pair of shoes. It's going to be some kids out there. They're going to walk away with a couple of pair of shoes, and it's okay. It's okay. They need school shoes. They need school shoes. And sometimes, everybody's finances don't be the same. And sometimes when we doing these events that we be doing, and we're able to buy shoes for kids, these kids are coming from places where they normally don't get to get Nikes. They don't get to get the Jordans. They don't get to get the Dunks. So when we going in there and we loving on them, and they don't even know us, and we able to bless them with a brand new pair of sneakers, just imagine like how they feel about that. You know what I'm saying? I got my first pair of Nikes. I got my first pair of J's. You know what I'm saying? Like, chosen family, and they remember this stuff, man. Because when I go back to the different recreational centers, they be like, you the shoe lady. You the shoe lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I love that for them. I always want them to know that I'm going to come back and I'm going to give them something. I'm going to bless them something, whether it's shoes or whether it's snacks. We never going to show up empty handed when it come down to these kids, man. Like, for sure, I feel like, that's what they need. They need to know that you don't have to know a person for you to love him, for you to love that person, or to show love to that person. You know what I mean? My TikTok name is Street Poet _1125. Instagram and TikTok is the same. Street Poet _1125. And please be careful of those fake pages. I do not do readings. I do not inbox my supporters. I don't be asking y'all for money and stuff like that. I don't do any of that. So if any of those pages are messaging you, asking you for any of that, make sure you block those pages. Those pages are not me. Those pages are not me. Street Poet _1125 on TikTok. So you guys make sure, that you guys make sure that y'all are following over there as well. Because while I'm out in St. Lucia, I'll probably be more live on TikTok than anything. Only because Meta don't like a lot of music. They'll shut you off for the copyright, and TikTok will let it go. So I want to make sure that all you guys are all over there and y'all connected. So when I'm popping in, you guys will be popping in right on over here with me. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Patreon people, I'll see y'all at 12 o'clock for 12 o'clock prayer. See you guys. Love y'all.